And we are live. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, this is an improv 2 live stream as I try to figure this software program out. I'm currently not wearing a bra, but I'm currently using Streamlabs. Yeah, I said that because you can. Okay, let's make the things cover up. So, oops, we don't want that. I'm gonna go on my live stream on my phone so I can make sure I don't miss any comments. But yes, welcome. I just want to talk about weight loss and literally how it is a mindset shift. It's a shift of you being sick and tired of your own BS. It's a shift where you just had enough of not giving it enough, had enough of you not being enough. Now, you are inherently enough. When I say you not being enough, meaning, oh, hey, welcome. Oh, my mic is low. Thanks for that. How is it now? Oh, yeah, I'm using a new mic. Is it better now? How is it now? Let me know. Yeah, I'm using a mic because I'm so used to doing podcasts. How is the volume now? Of course, my mic's low. Let me know. I should have tested it, but I don't have headphones. I was gonna order headphones. Should be louder now. I'm looking at the. Okay, thank you, Fire. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'm like learning how to use all of these tools. Like I've got a microphone because my friend watched my last live stream and she said my audio was low on the TV but fine on the phone. So this is like the mic I'll be using for my podcast and like it a lot. But anyway, I was just starting the live stream off saying that weight loss is truly a mindset and you can totally see that ring light. So we are gonna have to push that out. Wow. Okay. um, it's okay. You're allowed to stumble forward. It's not about perfection here. The way we learn is that we make mistakes. It's through our failures, it's through our stumbling that we learn. And where people falter is that they don't have that mindset. And that's the mindset that has helped me out on my weight loss journey is knowing that I'm going to screw up multiple times and I'm just going to accept it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see that. Yes, it is better. Thank you. I appreciate you guys a lot. I'm going to make sure I'm just getting top chat messages, but you guys are awesome. So yeah, I thought I would just show up this Saturday evening because I don't do much. I don't really go out. I'm starting to, but not really. I just do my podcast at Cax Bar and Podcast downtown Calgary. Big out if you're in Calgary. Come over and say hi. The food is amazing. It is so good. They have the best wings in town, and I was trying to figure out why their wings were so good. And I realized they have all the ethnic cooks. I'm like, of course, you guys are smart. Yeah, so good. I think there's one cook in there is like uh Spanish. I'm not sure what. Is it Cuban? I don't know. And I believe there is a black person there. I just don't know where they're from. I don't know if they're my type of black, meaning from the Caribbean. But anyway, the food's really good. It's really good. I should totally ask the owners who is cooking, but the food is so good there. So yeah, just go check it out. But anyway, I just want to talk about this because I recently had the mindset shift and I can feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my soul because this weight loss journey is a spiritual journey. Listen to me. It is. Why? Because I believe we were put on this earth to get better. And gaining weight and being obese is a consequence of us not being whole. It's not us not being in line. There's something off. Just like the same thing with anyone who's struggling with alcoholism, anyone struggling with depression, anyone struggling with any addiction, being unhappy. I believe there's something off. There's something not right with our flow. And the same thing when it comes to losing weight or just trying to get healthy overall. That's why I think it's a deep, deep like journey of overcoming and becoming and overcoming. It's a transformation. And I want everyone to understand this because when it comes to weight loss, people are just so focused on, they're not focusing on the right things. People are focusing on the quick fix. People are not focusing on the deep transformation that has to happen. And that deep transformation is a transformation that requires you to become a new person. It requires the death of the old you. And what do I mean by that? The death of the you that made excuses, the death of the you that didn't believe that you can do it, the death of the you that believed your doubts, that believed everything that would prevent you from moving forward. It's time to let go of all of that. It's time to go into the unknown. And yes, the unknown can be scary. And I think why a lot of people stay stuck in, wherever their rut is in life is that they fear the unknown. Trust me, I know. Like I'm feeling this right now because I'm putting myself in that situation. Um, when I first started losing weight and I was trying to stick to my nutrition, I felt a sense of anxiety. I felt a sense of um, just being lost because I was not used to this. And that sense can get people scared and it can get people running back to overeating. It can get people running back to their old habits. But don't worry, I promise you, it is through that fear that you find your transformation. And it's through that fear that you are going to find your growth. Like, that's the law of life. It's so weird, but growth happens in a way where you have to get into a state of feeling insecure and feeling like things are unknown. That's where you need to trust the process because there is a part of your brain that understands what it takes to lose weight. You know what it takes to lose weight. It's just a matter of staying consistent with that. And the key with staying consistent with that is literally sitting down with yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, and deciding right now that you are going to stick to whatever your nutrition count is, whatever your exercise regime is, that you're going to stick with that no matter what. If you fail, you are going to forgive yourself and pick yourself back up. Resilience lies in falling and rising over and over again. And the more you do it, the faster you get back up after a setback. And that like time that you get back up from a setback, the shorter and shorter it gets, the stronger and stronger your resilience becomes. I'm just gonna check the chat. I think the chat is, yes, okay. It's still moving. Well, I have a chat here, but it wasn't moving last time. So maybe I'll put my phone here so I'm not looking down. Oops, sorry. There's money in here, and that's my son's piggy bank. Stay still. Nope, we're gonna fall. I'm just loving. Okay, there. So I don't have to keep looking down. So, yes. Now, the mindset shift. The mindset shift happens when you're at a point of frustration where you just want to be like, okay, I'm just done with this. I am absolutely done with this. And then you're like, I'm going to do what I need to do no matter how much it pains me. I'm going to do what I need to do to make it happen. Now, I'm going to throw out some general weight loss tips that I realized it clicked in my head recently when I was consistent with losing weight. Oh, I said the other day I wasn't weighing myself daily. I am still not weighing myself daily. I'm weighing myself every other day right now. And it's moving down again. So I just want to touch on the daily weigh-ins. If you are in a situation where you are very sensitive and the scale is kind of just completely ruining your mood, what I say, do this. Because it was doing that for me because it was not moving. So I say, do this. Forget about it and literally put all of your energy and your focus into your habits. Where focus goes, energy flows. I probably screw that up. Or is it where energy goes, focus flows? No, it's where focus goes, energy flows. Hi, Julie. Welcome to the live stream. Julie says, hi, Daniela. You look great. Well, thank you so much. I wish I could highlight these comments like StreamYard. Why can't I highlight these comments? That is so annoying. I gotta figure that out. But thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. It's so nice to see you, Julie. So Yes, I totally forgot what I was talking about, but it'll come back to me. Um, with oh, I don't know what I was talking about, but let's just jump back to what I was going to talk about in terms of like weight loss and the key to all of that. Oh, the weighing myself, it came back to me. Okay, that happens sometimes. Sometimes my brain drops because brain injury, but we're getting better. So with the entire daily weigh-ins, just I said it's best to know yourself, weigh yourself daily. If you've done it before, you kind of have an idea of how your weight moves. But if you've never done it before and you're really having that struggle with the hurdle, forget about it. Forget about it because the scale may encourage you to do things that are not in line with success. And so it may encourage you to give up. It may just bring your mood down. When you're losing weight, you have to be in a good energy space. You have to be in a space where you believe in yourself. And if you're not in a space where you believe in yourself, guess what happens? Belief is built by action. Action is built by, or belief is built by action. So action creates momentum. Action creates belief. So, example, yesterday I was in a very, very, very crappy situation. I was in a lot, just with my body, I was in a lot of pain. We've been having endless snow here, and it's spring just started. And all of my pain from my neck to my hip to my pelvic floor just was on fire, and I was really getting discouraged because every time I'm in pain, it really knocks me down and it makes me feel like I am never going to get better. But just like my doctor told me, he said, just because you're in pain, it doesn't mean you're not getting better. You're going to have pain as you improve. And I have to remember the amount of pain I had in the past does not compare to what I'm dealing with now. Last time it was pain every day and I wasn't sleeping. So I was in a lot of pain, but I knew I had a choice this Friday. It happened on Friday, so that was yesterday. I had a choice. I sat with myself. It was a struggle. It was a struggle to get to the gym. Trust me, I was walking back and forth. I was forgetting things. I was a total hot mess. And I told myself, okay, what am I going to do right now? This is a defining moment. I can be a victim and be like, oh my God, okay, I'm just going to take a day off, even though I just came off a day off because I'm in pain. But I knew I had enough rest. I knew I had enough rest in between my workouts. I'm taking 2 rest days a week now. I knew there was enough rest and I knew my body could do it. It was just a flare up. And I knew from past experience that if I showed up to the gym and I moved my body and I get the blood flowing, I would feel better. So I told myself I can either take the risk of going to the gym and either making myself better or worse. Side note here, hint, no one ever felt worse after a workout. Like, no one, what does that saying says? No one ever regretted a workout. So it's either I go to the gym and see how my body feels, or I stay home and make the pain worse. I know that lack of movement makes me worse. So I put on my big girl pants and I just adulted myself, got myself to the gym, and it was a mission and a half to get myself to the gym because we have a good, I don't know, a couple feet of snow. It's a lot of snow. So I had to clear out the car, drive down the mountain, drive up the other mountain, and get to my gym. And once I got there, I saw my PT and I was telling her, I'm like, I'm just an absolute wreck today. And she's like, just, ease into it, do the breathing. She's been giving me this breathing and it's been really helping me out so much, calming down my parasympathetic nervous system because it's been a wreck since the accident. It's much better now. But I just been doing a lot of breathing and I breathe with my sats. And that's key. That's something I'm going to make sure I tell people when I coach them with training is the breathing because it makes things go much easier. It's so important to breathe with your movements. But anyway, and I did that. So it took me an hour for my body to completely calm down. I see some comments here. I'm going to check it out in a second. Took my body an hour to calm down. So for that hour, what I did, I foamed rolled. I released my glutes, which are pretty good lately. They don't really need releasing. Released my lats. I did my core exercises. I did all sorts of fancy core exercises that my PT gave me. I did all of that and I did breathing with it. And then finally, my body started to feel better. It took an hour. I don't care. It takes as long as it takes me to go to the gym. And I noticed that there's other people who take as long as I do. There was this guy at the gym today. I realized he was there at the same time as I was. He was very beautiful. Very beautiful guy. And I was like, okay, I'm not the only one taking this obscene amount of time at the gym. And I'm sure he's probably maybe not injured. Who knows? I don't know. People may be injured. I may not even know. And he was taking his sweet time. And I'm like, okay, it took me an hour to warm up. That is okay. It is what it is. I'm not in a rush. It's Saturday. So my body felt better. And then, oh no, it was Friday. My body felt better. And then I went right back into it, did my workout, and I felt good. And I woke up this morning feeling like $1 million. So that's what I mean, where you have to have the courage to get through that hurdle. Because literally on the other side of that struggle, I promise you, there is so much glory on the other side. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so proud of myself for doing that. Because I've been dealing with this for years and I'm just sick and tired of dealing with it. And when you get to a point of being sick and tired, that is when the fire gets lit inside of you that you continue forward. So that's my example there. I'm just going to look at the chat here. It's not popping up here, of course. I wish it would. Come on, Streamlabs. Oh, it is now. Yay! Streamlabs. I started using this because this is what I use for the podcast. Okay. Nigel says, "Hello, my Canadian buddy. That was almost born in NY. Yes, I was almost born in NY, and I wish I was because I probably would have been a college divisional athlete. I probably would have been a track star. Canada sucks when it comes to that. It's getting better now, thank goodness. My son, the football, and when I say football, as in American football, programs here are pretty in Calgary. I think it's an Alberta thing. I don't know. I feel like I remember being a kid watching CBC Sports Saturday, which is like the Canadian Broadcast Center. Oh yeah, I remember going to CBC buildings as a kid too. That was really fun. Great memories back in Toronto. Anyway, um, yeah, all the sports events they were always in Calgary. Usually like the winter sports, and I would watch Spruce Meadows, which is like the horses. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. And then I visited Spruce Meadows the other day, and I wasn't really impressed. I was like, "This is Spruce Meadows," but yeah, like all the like sports stuff. Maybe because the Olympics were here, held here or whatnot. A lot of stuff happens here, and in Toronto too. Toronto didn't have much until the Commonwealth Games. That we're not going to get into that because that's politics, and don't want to get into that here, where they completely blew the budget on everything. What government was that anyway? There's that. But now Toronto has facilities. But yeah, no, it's good. Like the footballs here is good. The soccer here is good because we got Alfonso Davies. Like our soccer development here in this country, oh my God, is so good. How many guys do we have in the Premier League now? It's amazing. And I think it's going to get the same level with flag football because I got my son signed up for NFL flag football. And I'm so excited. Like, oh, I cannot wait to be a football mom. I'm already a football mom, but like, I just want to cheer him on, and I'm teaching him everything like talking about here mentally. I teach my son this. I'm like, I tell him, it's like you just gotta do so to get the things you want in life, you gotta do the things you don't want. So he's so incredibly disciplined. He's there playing his recorder, even though he hates music. His teacher stresses him out, but he's still doing it. Like, damn, I'm so proud of him. And I'm so glad that he's learning that discipline. Because in life, the discipline now that I teach him as a kid will help him as an adult. And forget about it. We're all adults here. We can teach ourselves that discipline. So many people lack discipline in life. And I think discipline is the difference between being like successful in an enormous amount of way in life. It's true. And we all can develop discipline. Trust me, I was the least disciplined person ever. I promise you guys, I was. There's evidence I was. I was almost 300 pounds. I was just lazy. I was not motivated at all. And it wasn't because I was 300 pounds. It was because I gave up on life. But rest assured, you rise. I'm rising like a phoenix, rising from my ashes. So yeah. Anyway, that was a bit of a rant there, Nigel, but hi. Extraordinary Beautiful Journey says, "Hi, Daniela. I watch you daily. I'm new to OMAD and lost 16 pounds. Congratulations. I'm trying to stay consistent, but no longer losing weight. It's gotten me discouraged. I do carnivore OMAD, healed my herniated disc. Oh, wow. That is wild. Okay, so you will plateau on OMAD, and that is okay. How long did you do OMAD? How long? 16 pounds is a lot. I need to know how long you've done it. because that's a lot and you need to sit in that victory. 16 pounds is a lot. Please celebrate that victory. What happens with OMAD, because you lose weight so quickly, you kind of get addicted to the weight loss and you kind of get that dopamine hit. This is where you need to talk to yourself and tell yourself, you need to look back. This is where you need to look back and look at the 16 pounds you lost and be grateful for those 16 pounds, because I don't want you to be in a situation where you're like, I'm not losing weight, I'm not losing weight, and then the all of those negative emotions come through and you just like, give up and then you gain weight. I want you to sit in those 16 pounds. Now, if you're not losing weight, I would highly suggest start measuring yourself, start taking pictures, start looking how your clothes are feeling. Carnivore OMAD is very intense. That is a very intense OMAD. I only did that for like 2 days. So with carnivore OMAD, I would also recommend, I don't know how many calories you're eating, but let's say I'm pretty sure calories would be low. If you're not, if your calories are pretty low, the next thing I would recommend is this. This is what I want to talk about, and this is what I realized when I had my aha moment with weight loss. Huh. When I was consistently losing weight, guess what I was doing a lot that I started doing now? Steps. Steps, steps, steps. I'm telling you, walking is your best friend, or running. I started running. Running, I like running because it makes you get your steps in faster. How many steps am I at today? I already hit my step goal, but steps are key. Um, the treadmill is my best friend right now because it's snowing. Steps, steps, steps. Try increasing your step count. This is where you want to start using exercise to help you. So stick to the whatever amount of calories you're eating, just increase your activity level. You want your calories to front run metabolism, your metabolism to front run your calories. So what I mean by that, it is better to lose weight with more calories than with less calories. So it's better to lose weight by increasing your exercise as opposed to decreasing your calories and decreasing, because eventually you're going to get to a point where you're decreasing and you have no energy. So this is where we have to start using exercise as a tool. Weight loss is mainly nutrition, yes, but I think weight loss with exercise, losing weight with exercise is so key. Like you can lose weight without exercise, but I highly don't recommend doing it. So look at your step count, start tracking your steps. See, like if you have a watch, it will already let you know your average step count for the last week. So go look at that and increase that by 2,000 steps a day and do that consistently. You want to start using your metabolism to start burning some things. But you're probably plateauing because you lost a lot of weight, and that's okay. Like 16 pounds is a lot. That is a good thing. Another thing I would recommend is if carnivore is working out for you, stick to it. But sometimes the body likes to adapt. You can throw in a keto day, throw in some vegetables. Just eat some vegetables and see how that works for you. But I'm really glad you cured your herniated disc. Like I have a herniated disc in my neck, or I had one. I think it's gone. My neck is still guarding. It's much better than what it was. So herniated discs are no fun. Julie says, I can totally relate to brain injury. I have the same issue with my brain. I forget a lot due to brain injury. I look normal, but the memory is affected. Pain can mean healing. Yes, thank you for that, Julie. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people who are dealing with injuries or who have like chronic pain conditions, and they have to know that pain is healing. Like the healing process is painful sometimes. So that Friday where I went through the hell, that was me healing, because today I'm good. I'm pretty good. Like my neck is slightly tight, but I'm not like a wreck. Like my body doesn't feel like absolutely like a wreck. I was able to go on a walk with Bo in like 2 feet of snow. So usually I struggle. Usually my hips in pain and stuff. So like I'm just you I want people to realize that if you're ever struggling with pain. And the key to pain is literally getting the right exercises. Like I started strengthening my hip flexors with a simple movement. It's wild. Like this is where my heart lies. I like the way that I'm healing myself. I want to help give that gift to other people because I really, really, really want to understand exercise. I really, really want to understand how to like get people stronger, because we have so many imbalances and weaknesses due to our desk jobs. Maybe people at the gym. A lot of people injure themselves at the gym. I'm learning that with squats and all of that. I'm learning that RDLs are way more lats and back than it is legs. Like, who would ever knew that? I think Caroline Gervin mentioned that in one of her videos. She's a very good personal trainer. Actually, we downloaded her app only because I want to read her fitness articles. I love the science and she talks about stuff. Oh, I love it. Um, but like because a lot of people injure their backs when they're doing squats and stuff, so like bracing your core, learning all this stuff is literally transforming me. It's like even like helping out my pelvic floor, like when I do my deep breathing, I can like I haven't seen my pelvic floor physio in about a month and I'm doing pretty well. And she was telling me it's a breathing thing, but she didn't give me the correct breathing. It was my PT that gave me the correct breathing. And I was talking to my chiropractor about it, and I was like, yeah, my physio. I'm like, wait, not my physio. I mean, like my PT. I kept calling my personal trainer my physio. I was so confused, but it feels like they're physios because, well, the ones I've been working with anyway, it feels like that because they literally helped me out. And like that gift that they're giving to me, I want to give it to other people. I really, really, really want to do it because the human body is miraculous and it can definitely heal. But yes, thank you for saying that, Julie. Pain can mean healing, and that is so true, especially when you do a fast. The first day you'll get a lot of pain. It depends. Some people will get it the first day, some people will get it the second day. Me, I get it the first 24 hours. And then the next day I feel good. So yeah. Hi, Danielle, looking great and amazing. Hi, Joseph. Welcome, 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 my number one. Nice to see you here. I appreciate you being here. Shan McCookie says, love the title of the live stream. Aw, thank you. I think it's a great title because so many people just want to throw out, this is how you lose your weight. Just this is how you lose weight. Just put the fork down. It's not as simple as just putting the fork down. It's way more than that. Obviously, there's a whole metabolic side to make things easier. But the other side to it is the mental transformation that needs to take place. And the mindset shift. It's so key. And I realized that I made that shift. And that shift was me being like, I'm just done. I'm just done. I know I can do better. Not that I was doing bad, I was just staying at the same weight. But I knew I can do better. I knew what needed to be done, but just I was trying to get my mind around the hurdles. I'm just sick and tired of dealing with these injuries. I'm sick and tired of being in pain. But I'm like, you know what? This is reality. I have to accept my reality. That's key. Acceptance. We resist too much. We are resisting too much. Don't resist reality. Accept it as is. Because when you can accept it, you can change it. Accepting it does not mean you want it to be the same forever. It's just accepting it is what it is. So you need to do whatever it is in your power to make that change, to make that shift. And a lot of you guys right here on the live stream, you're doing that. You're listening to me. You gravitated to the title of this live stream because you know it is a mindset shift. Weight loss is a mindset shift. I don't care what anyone says. The way I've like every time I've lost weight, there's always been a shift in me and I feel it. Like I've been noticing it. Like I feel it right now and I'm like, she's on. She's on. Now the key is making me stay on. And honestly, I will stay on, but staying on for a prolonged time. But every time I falter, I learn something new. I learn it. Like right now, I'm cutting on keto. I'm cutting on keto because the metabolic diet just makes things easier for me. So I just want to throw out a bunch of weight loss tips right now. I see that, oh, geez, I missed a whole bunch of chats. Sorry. Diana says, hi there. Hi, Diana. Welcome to the live stream. Um, no, I'm not bulking. I'm cutting right now. I don't bulk. I mean gain. Miss Gishi, I think you said it. You said the pronunciation for me. Sorry, I probably messed it up again. I apologize. My brain isn't 100%, but so true, Daniela. Discipline gets you through anything. And yes, and we have to keep building that discipline. It's constant build. You are doing it the right way. Bless you. Coping and learning how to keep pushing through every day. Thank you so much, Shan McCookie. And I just want it to rub off on you guys because we all have our crosses to bear. We all have our battles. So it's just a matter of just being resilient with it, really. I lost teach them young. Yes. Yes, because I wish my mother taught me this. My mother didn't teach me anything. What my mother, well, I not anything, but she didn't teach me anything like this. My mother struggled. She was a single mother. She had a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff going on. She moved away from her parents. Like she grew up in really, like she grew up in poverty in Grenada in the Caribbean, which is part of the British Commonwealth whole system there. And she moved to Venezuela when she was 16 because at the time Venezuela was a place, we say Venezuela. I She says Venezuela, Venezuela. I don't know how to pronounce it. It depends. I'm probably saying it in a Caribbean accent. But she moved there at 16 and she was just helping her family out. And that's where I was conceived. Can you imagine me almost being born in Venezuela? She named me after, my name is Daniela. I'm named after a child that she used to take care of, that she loved. So yeah. And then she was supposed to go to NY, as Nathan knows. And then she ended up in um Canada. But it's okay. This is my story. I'm here in Canada. I just think things, who knows how my life would have been like in America? I don't know, but it's okay. Canada's okay. I do love it here. I do love Calgary. I actually connected with a girl at the gym. I've talked to her a few times and she said she moved here in 2002 from Brampton. I was like, bro, you're from Ontario? Like I said, bro, sorry, my son calls me bro. This generation. I saw a shirt online. It was Timu. I ordered from Timu once. I'm never ordering again. That was like last year I ordered from Timu because they were the only thing that had this thing for my neck. I'm never touching Timu again because the guy was so rude. But anyway, it was like a Timu shirt ad that I saw on Instagram, and it was like mama, mommy, mom, bruh. I'm like, I need that shirt, but I'm not ordering it from Timu. But that's what my son, he calls me bruh. It's so funny. But yeah, so I totally forgot what I was talking about, but teach them young, I guess. That's the key. Um, Amar, this person says, sorry, I just not going to pronounce anyone's name right now. I lost 45 pounds and I have maintained for 2 years and counting. That's pretty good. It's actually easy to maintain, to be honest. Maintaining is it is easy depending on your circumstances. Because a lot of it's like for me, for example, losing weight in the circumstances I lost weight in, very hard. But maintaining is easy, but it can be challenging. What happens to people is that life happens and people lose track and things fall apart, and that's okay. But when it comes down to it, maintaining weight is pretty easy. I like main gaining, and I love that because you when you're maintaining weight, you should be able to, if you're eating the right kind of foods, you should be very full eating your maintenance calories if you're eating the right foods, and that foods includes a lot of vegetables. But yes. Hey, Manny, welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here. I appreciate you being here. Welcome, welcome. Jill says, so inspiring. Keep encouraging others. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's literally my mission in life. It's what I want to do. I want to reach the masses. I'm trying to figure it all out. It's still little me, and it is what it is, but it's my passion. I really want to touch people because honestly, I don't know. I guess because I was in a dark place, I don't want other people to be in a dark place. Some people say, or maybe it's deflecting from your own hurt, but I'm dealing with my own hurt. I really am. I don't know. I just have a big heart, and I think it's our duty to make the world a better place wherever we can. And I love fitness. Okay, I love fitness. I love eating healthy. I love feeling healthy. And I just want to help. I've always been like that. My mom always said as a kid I had such a loving heart, and I give that love so much to my son right now. Like every time I'm just like, love you, I love you. Like just yeah, I'm a big lover. I'm a big lover. Let's just say that. And then there's my dog who's right there. And hi, hi dog. You want to be on the live stream and come up? She's like, no. But yeah, I have a big heart, but I got to protect that big heart because some people can take advantage of it. So there's that. But it is what it is. This is where I'm pouring my heart into right now. This is what I'm married to. Is this all of this, and just connecting with dope people, really. Manny says, "What do you think about Oprah's recent interview on weight loss medication? This is the first time I've ever heard mainstream media speak about obesity as a disease. Hmm. I did not watch Oprah's interview on weight loss medication. And it's interesting she said that. I wonder if she's in the pockets of Ozempic? Is obesity a disease? Ooh, this is interesting because I was watching an interview about there's a drug epidemic going on in Alberta, which it's kind of obvious now. I realize that it's everywhere, but it's really bad here. There's like pathways with gangs and stuff. And when you treat something like a disease, hmm, when you treat some like what's the cure though? What's the cure? Are these weight loss drugs the cure? I don't think so. The cure is to get rid of the disease. The weight loss drugs are a band-aid. Now, how do you get rid of the disease? I think obesity is a disease of the mind, just like the title of this live stream. It's a mindset thing. It is, in some cases, a mental health thing. Yes, it can be a physiological thing, and that's the easy way to correct obesity. Just like the live stream you did with that gentleman. Oh, hey, country girl, welcome, welcome. I see you. How are you? But going back to Manny's comment, just like when you did that interview with that gentleman, how he says he never really had any trauma, but he came from a Hispanic family and they just ate a lot of food and good food. And he's in Florida, I believe. And for him, it was a physiological issue, you know? That's why I shout out the metabolic diet. Like, that's when I realized there's a difference between food addiction and binge eating, where food addiction is just a consequence of the crappy food that's in our system. That everyone, like, I met a woman at the gym today and she was talking about something about my hair, and then she was in her 50s and she was talking about how she had thyroid issues and that she's had got a bloat underneath her tummy. And I was telling her, I'm like, it's not your age. There are young girls having these issues, and it's like it's the food. Like it's literally the food. Our food is so toxic. You'll see skinny people with this bloaty belly issue. It's literally the food. So we really need to learn how to overcome that. And I think the best way to do it is to eat pure food. Eat foods with less ingredients. The Whole30 diet is one of them. A Mediterranean diet. Eat whole foods. That's why I don't believe carbohydrates are the enemy. But going back to your country girl says, I'm glad to finally catch a live. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. But going back to that, I don't obesity is a complex thing. Is it a disease? Hmm. Is it a disease? Okay, let's compare obesity and cancer. We know that cancer is a disease, right? It's when your cells get out of control. But obesity is caused by actions that we do. It is a disease in that there's consequences of it. Yes, I believe in that, but it's a bit different than an autoimmune disease like rheumatoid or arthritis or asthma, which can be a consequence of obesity, but it's a bit different. I believe that obesity is a disease of the mind and a physiological issue because of the food. So I don't think these weight loss drugs are a solution, but they're a tool. They can help people just like weight loss surgery. But at the end of the day, you still need to learn how to eat right. Like I know those drugs do help shrink your stomach and stuff, and they suppress your appetite, but there's a lot of side effects coming out with this. I believe Sharon Osbourne, I saw an interview somewhere on YouTube that she was taking Ozempic and now she's too skinny and cannot put on weight and she's not happy. So honestly, I think when it comes to beating obesity, it's going to take a Goggins mindset. It's going to take you giving it your all and not giving up and understanding that this journey is a long haul. Now, going back to the whole weight loss is a mindset thing. This is the mindset you need to have. You need to have a mindset of patience. I don't care how much weight you got to lose. It's not about the weight. It's about patience with yourself. Patience with yourself, learning new habits. Patience with yourself, getting used to eating in a new nutrition routine. patience with yourself for when you fail, because you will fail. Now, you have to understand that failure is a part of the journey. It's how you respond to failure. Do you respond to failure by giving up and just eating? Or do you respond to failure in a way that you're like, okay, what can I learn from my failure? I will do better next time. It's patience in you getting used to exercise. It's patience in you implementing this new healthy lifestyle to your routine, navigating work, navigating all the things. It's patience and it's acceptance and it's consistency. So that's the key right there when it comes to making this transformation. And knowing that you have to get through those hard times. And those hard times, even though they feel like they're going to kill you, they're not going to kill you. It feels like it, trust me. Like you're going through a binging episode. Thankfully, I haven't had one in a long time. But when you're going through a binging episode and you feel that feeling inside and you just can't control things, let that feeling will fade. It will fade. Let it pass. It is not detrimental. It's not detrimental at all. Get to the other side of it. Um, that's just how you do it. There's no like David Goggins says, he's a practitioner. You got to get through it. There's no other way around it. And you got to learn your mind. You got to study your mind. You got to study how you respond to things. You got to really understand yourself. That's the key to, and it's not just weight loss, it's anything in life. You have to learn how to understand yourself, how you respond to stresses, how you respond to life, how you respond to certain cravings, why certain cravings pop up. What are you telling yourself in your mind that's making it difficult? And once you start catching that, like Joe Dispenza says, now you are outside of the program. You have the power to change that subconscious programming because everything we do is a subconscious program. So once you start recognizing the thoughts and catching it and being aware of it, that's when the change happens. So these are things I'm just going to like that has helped me. Breaking the Power of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. You don't have to read the book or you can get the audiobook, but watch Joe Dispenza's videos online. Very good stuff. Another thing, if you can handle the cursing, David Goggins, he talks about exactly how he lost weight. David Goggins literally lost the same amount of weight I did. He was 200 and he were about the same weight. He was 282 pounds. He lost it in 100 months. He's a little bit more extreme, 100 months. Sorry, he lost it in 3 months, 100 pounds in 3 months. I don't recommend doing that because the faster you lose weight, the more your body resists you. However, that's why when you're plateauing on OMAD, that's okay. That's a good thing. The plateaus are a good thing. There's magical things happening in plateaus. I'll just touch on that briefly. When you're in a plateau, your body's it's making magic happening. Basically, plateaus, what happens is that your body will hold on to a little more weight, but you'll look leaner, you'll be leaner, give your body time to adjust. It's just doing its thing. That's where patience comes in. We got to learn patience. So, yeah. I don't know. Did I answer your question, Manny? I think I did in terms of but personally I don't like these tools. Like they will help people. Like weight loss surgery has helped people like lose weight. Sarah, she's freaking rocking it right now. She's done weight loss surgery. She's lost the weight. She's now building muscle and she's in her 40s, I believe. Like it can be tools, but you got to use them as a tool and not a crutch. You can't use these weight loss drugs as a crutch. You got to use them as a tool. Personally, based on my journey, I know what needs to be done because it doesn't matter if you use a tool or not. At the end of the day, you need to learn the habits. You need to make the shift. Sorry. Yes, you need to just make that shift. It just has to happen because that's the only way you're going to keep it. Maybe it is a mental illness disease. It's partly, but it's more because there's a physiological aspect to obesity. The addiction, basically, when you are obese and morbidly obese, your body is not, that's where the disease comes in with it. So, yes, it kind of is both. That's where the disease comes in because your mitochondria are so, it's messed up. You're sluggish, you're tired, you're hungry. It's really hard to stay in a calorie deficit. And healing that disease, I told you, the metabolic diets, they work. They work. You don't have to do OMAD. I think I like keto. Like I started off with keto eating throughout the day. I think doing keto throughout the day or just eating vegetables. No matter what you do, the key to weight loss is eating vegetables. Eat vegetables as much as possible. Get vegetables a part of your routine. Leafy greens. I've been eating a lot of salads. I have green beans in the morning, fried up. You can get frozen green beans fried up with garlic. There's we talked about in the last live stream. I'm mixing like the frozen vegetables are key because they retain the flavor better. Like the frozen cauliflower, not cauliflower, what do you call it? Broccoli I got the other day retains the flavor better, and frozen food is fresh because they flash freeze it when it's at its freshest. So learning how to incorporate vegetables into your routine, more whole foods, more natural foods is key. Avoiding the processed foods, the fiber, all of that. Getting in your steps. Steps. Increase your steps as much as possible. Weekly, stick with one step goal and then increase that from week to week. Telling you, walking is king when it comes to weight loss. It really, really, really is. It can help break you out of a plateau and it can help keep things moving. But going back to maybe it's a mental illness, obesity is both things. It's so complex. It's a multifactorial situation, but it can be done. It can be crushed. Solving it, metabolic diets, again, keto worked for me. It worked a lot for me. It wasn't just about counting calories. It wasn't enough for me to count calories. It was very hard for me to stick to a calorie goal consistently. Even when I get into my bodybuilding thing, I'm always going to use keto to cut. Obviously, there's going to be carb cycling here and there, which is what I'm experimenting with right now. I was actually going to have carbs tomorrow, but it's my rest day. And I realized I should have had the carbs today. So you want to have the carbs when you are really active because what happens with carb cycling, when you have carbs when you're really active, you can actually help yourself lose weight in that way. It can help you boost weight loss, but I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to learn it. It's something I want to learn because bodybuilders do it all the time. But yeah, but obesity is a multifactorial thing. And I think it comes down to our food at the end of the day. Our food's garbage. Avoid sugars. Anyone who's touted like sugar is just horrible. And then when I say avoid sugars, not sugar from fruit. The sugar from fruit is counteracted because it's mixed in with the fiber. And it's fruit. It's not like there is fructose in some fruits, but it's sugar in its natural form. Sugar comes from sugarcane, right? Sugarcane is a fruit with, is it? Yeah, it's a fruit with lots of fiber. I remember in the Caribbean, my mom would bring it back up and we would suck on it. But you like, and you would chew on it, but it's full of like fiber. What happens, it's a processed sugar. What they do is they take the sugar out of the sugar cane and they process it and it's like high fructose corn syrup and it's everywhere. So obesity is a consequence of our food. It's a consequence of our lifestyle. I was talking to someone about this. Who was like, oh, the podcast I was doing the other day. Oh, that's going to come out soon. There's going to be a part two. This is another podcast. I was guest featured on CAC's podcast, Bar and Podcast, their main podcast. And we were talking about this. And he was saying that it is literally like if you look up our ancestors, they were always moving. That's what I'm saying. Steps is the key to weight loss. They were always moving. They were always walking. Like this lifestyle is poison. Sitting as I sit right now. Don't worry, I burned 1,288 calories today. I need to sit. I was at the gym for an ungodly amount of time. Let's just say that. But I wasn't working out the whole time. Again, I had to ease into my workout because of my concussion, but I feel fine. But it's the sitting. We're not as active as our ancestors, yet we still have the same DNA as our ancestor. That's why we're seeing these diseases. That's why we're seeing obesity. That's why we're seeing type 2 diabetes. That's why we're seeing type 3 diabetes, aka Alzheimer's. That's why we're seeing um, weird things like arthritis and whatnot. Um, but then there's rheumatoid arthritis where people get as children. I feel like that is also a consequence of other things too. Environment, the wound of the mother, so many things we're learning. We're learning a lot. Our environment is just incredibly toxic. But you can overcome it. That's why I love Dr. Mindy Pell. She talks about ways that you can overcome it. And she talks about it in ways that everyone can stick to because she's not all about sticking to one diet forever, doing keto forever. doing fasting forever. No, you want to be able to feast and famine because that's what our bodies were designed for. So I believe all of these diseases are a consequence of our lifestyle. And that is why I want to see more people at the gym. That's why I want to see more people swimming. I want to see more people at the pool, at the YMCA, walking out, people snowshoeing. There were people snowshoeing at the dog park. I'm like, I should have done that with all the snow we had. I've always wanted to go snowshoeing. I haven't gone snowshoeing yet. I really want to go to the mountains. I just want to live at the mountains. I haven't been to the mountains in a while. Um, I can drive there on my own, but concussion issues. Maybe I'll get one of my friends to join me. But yeah, it's just our lifestyle is not in line with our DNA, and that's why people are not doing well mentally. People are struggling hormonally, and that's why we're getting all these diseases. Anyway, Ebony Talk says, I love the hair. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. My friend said the same thing. What Whole Foods do you recommend starting with to change your eating habits? What Whole Foods do I recommend? What Whole Foods do you like? What do you enjoy? Think back of when you were a child. What did you eat that you enjoyed? Potatoes? Rice? I'm just gonna say things I like, but you're not gonna stick to a diet unless you like what you're eating. Right now I am obsessed. I always go through obsessions with foods, which is a good thing because it makes it easier for me to stick to a diet. If you guys have been following me last year, I was obsessed with beef liver, not anymore. I cycle through it. I think it's my gut microbiome telling me. But anyway, I'm obsessed with Caesar salads with buffalo. Bison. I bought some bison at you guys saw it in my haul. And I was like, I don't know why I bought this bison. Well, I'm glad someone was telling me it was one of the gut microbiomes, one of the thousands or trillions or billions of them telling me that get some bison. Right now I love bison and Caesar salads, but Whole Foods, I'll just throw out a list. You got to find that one that you like and that you like eating and that you'll continue to eat, but rice, there is debate about rice, but for me, rice is fine. Rice, potatoes, carrots, green beans, broccoli, meats, any meat. Doesn't matter what meat. Pick your meat and choose it. Fish, salmon, which is fish. Eggs. I like eggs. Eggs are really good. Whole Foods, spinach, nuts. Whole Foods is basically anything with one ingredient in it. Um, just it really doesn't matter what you eat. What matters is the combination of what you eat. So just let your plate look like this: a crap ton of vegetables, a if you're doing a normal looking diet, a natural carb, so yams, sweet potato, which are yams, rice, potatoes, a natural carb of some sort, and some meat. That is how you want your plate to look like. And make sure you're portion controlling that as well, because you can still gain weight on whole foods. And avoiding processed foods, avoiding foods in the freezers, unless it's frozen vegetables. Or like this egg quiche I have, it's really good, but it doesn't trigger me. Avoiding things like pizza, unless you're making the pizza your own. You can make your own pizza. Just grabbing breads. Breads are tricky. I like to go keto breads, but you can have bagels and stuff, but you best bet that you're littering that bagel with like you're sandwiching your carbs with again vegetables and meat and fat. So yeah, oh, my computer's not plugged in. That would have been bad. Sorry, I didn't plug in my computer. Just let me take care of that for a second. Thought I had that plugged in. Well, my whole setup's going to be slightly. Hang on, I'm just plugging in my computer. Are you plugged in? We're plugged in. We're ready to go. There goes my phone. I don't think I need my phone anymore because it looks like the live stream is, I mean, it's showing up on here. I'm trying to think of what else. Whole Foods, it's it's really hard to it depends on the diet you're eating as well. Let's say keto diet. Keto diet, you want to make sure you have fish. You want to make sure you have fatty fish. Ground beef is a good one. Bison I'm into. Pork, chicken, lamb, eggs, avocados, green, any leafy green. Nuts. Be careful with nuts. I noticed when I was having cashews, it was increasing my appetite. So I've eliminated cashews. I've eliminated nuts completely. Now I'm just eating like regular foods. I liked canned foods a lot because they're portion size, but eggs, I didn't mention eggs. So yeah, I don't know. My videos show what I'm eating. It's really, I just throw things out there. It's really hard to put it in together. But the key to all of this is just understanding what weighs what, meaning that what contains the nutrition value within it. I'm not making sense in my head. What I'm trying to say, the words are not coming out, but it's just making sure you have good portion sizes. I like my 300 calorie rule. That seems to be helping. And understanding what calories are in what foods, weighing your foods, and having a trusty fitness app. And I'll tell you this right now, my fitness pal is garbage. I'm going back to Trainist, but I have to figure out how to import all my stuff from my fitness pal to Trainist because my fitness pal has everything incorrect right now. It's so bad. But yes. Oh, hey, AM1. Yes, keto works. Keto, it works for cutting. It really does, and it gives you enough energy to work out like a crazy person. That's me working out like a crazy person. My 3 hour and 20-minute workout today. Okay, it wasn't all working out. An hour of that, I would say an hour and 20 minutes of that was me breathing and foam rolling and calming down my body. And it was all cardio. I didn't really lift weights. It was an hour on the stair, not the stair mill, an hour of running and walking, 20 minutes of interval training because I've got Paul from Dev Runner training me with running, learning how to control my heart rate because that's key to limit my concussion symptoms. And I'm actually running at a heart rate of 154, which is pretty good. So remember when I used to run, my heart rate would always be at 180. So I'm in good cardiovascular shape. We're going to push it next week. I'm doing 2 minutes on, 2 minutes walking, 2 minutes running. I think next week we're going 3 minutes running and 2 minutes walking. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, I did that 20 minutes and then I walked on the treadmill. So for a total of an hour. And then I was doing some glute work, just body weight glute stuff with the band. But yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, yeah, so keto works, the keto thing. It gives like keto just gives me energy to work out. I just it just does. It works well with me. It's just how it is. Um Jill says patience and acceptance and consistency. I'll be posting this where I can see it every day. Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy. Yay. I should put that on a shirt. But it's true. It's true. Um, Keto works. Afro Chick says grass. Grass. Hmm. Just walking and edging in and out of ketosis is life changing. I agree. I agree. I do like keto. I do like keto, and I do like getting off of keto too because when the transitioning into keto, it's tough when you're lifting weights, but once you're like keto adapted, your body's good. But I also do like carbs as well because the muscles like it. I'm learning more and more and more as I do my like personal training certification. And you bet when I get through that, I will definitely be doing tons of nutrition courses. Like tons. Tons, 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 tons. So no, I know a lot, but I want to learn more, obviously. And one says Bison's legit. Bison's amazing. I'm obsessed with Bison. Like, oh, so good. I hit the third darkest color on, oh my God, that's crazy, on my keto strip today. That is awesome. Look at you. Look at you in ketosis. I have no idea how long. Oh, okay, I've been on for 58 minutes. Well, that's raw. That you rock. That is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I love keto. It just it works. I remember when keto got so much hate. And again, you got to do keto right. Again, keto, stuff your face with vegetables, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of vegetables. I am gonna go cook my last meal. I'm still not hungry. I gotta eat. I burned 1,288 calories. Like I'm eating. Um, I have to because I'm trying to build muscle as well. I don't want to lose any muscle. And keto is the best way to cut while preserving muscle at its max. Um, I need to eat. I have, oh, I freaking love this thing. I've only had 13 grams of net carbs today because I've been having lots of buffalo. What did I have? Breakfast. Oh, sorry, they're so good. These egg quiches, you'll see it. I'm actually filming a what I eat in a week video. But I have to, filming what I eat in a week videos are a bit hard because you need to organize everything. So I got to make sure every day, like once I finish this day, I'm going to go edit it and put it in and then add in the rest of the days. But yeah, I had eggs and green beans. Mmm, so good. I love it. I love eating this way. I love it. And I'm at the point in my cycle where I'm not craving sugar. So when I start craving sugar that week before the cycle, dark chocolate. Oh, you can tell I love food. Dark chocolate, um, and my keto peanut butter cookies. I'm gonna avoid the keto cake because that might make me eat more because it's so big. Unless I can cook one in a ramekin, I'm still trying to find a good ramekin recipe. But yeah, what are the things you notice while in ketosis? Thanks. No problem. This, you're thirsty all the time. So when you're in ketosis, I highly recommend you have electrolytes. I'll put a link at the end of this video, but I'm having Element electrolytes. I'm having I have a flavored one, the raspberry one. I mix it in with Crystal Light. And I also have the straight up ones, which I have while fasting. Can I just do a side note here? Don't have Diet Coke. Listen, if you can do it, that's fine, but Diet Coke makes me crave things. I have a case there. My son's drinking it, but that's it. No more for him either. Yeah. Crystal Light, for some reason, I don't crave. It doesn't make my appetite come out of control. But Diet Coke, I don't know what it is about it. I can't diet with Diet Coke. Even Louise Hay, the affirmation woman, she's now with Among Us everywhere. She's passed away. She was like 90 something. She even said avoid Diet Coke. Um, yeah, there's something about Diet Coke. But what was I saying? Oh, so I've had 62 grams of protein today. How many calories? Yeah, I've only eaten 1,000 calories today. No, I'm gonna eat more. I've got 600 calories left to go, and I burned 1,200. So, but yeah, so now I can have my meal. You guys will see what it is, but it's gonna be fish. I got some fish there. I've got some like salmon. The what do you call it? The smoked salmon that you kind of put on sushi. So good. I bought that. You guys saw it in the yeah. You everything I'm eating. You guys saw it in the last video. Check out my last video. It was my meal prep little haul thing. That's probably 2 weeks worth of groceries. Um, I'm gonna have some cauliflower rice and yeah, and some shrimp and yeah, I'll figure it out as I go. So good. And I gotta cook for the dog. But yeah. Oh, so what are things you notice while in ketosis? You're very thirsty. Have your electrolytes. Um, what else do I notice? You'll pee a lot. That's normal. You won't have an appetite. Um, you might get cold. That means you're losing weight. No, that's an OMAD thing. The cold is an OMAD thing. When I eat throughout the day, I don't get cold. But when I do keto OMAD or OMAD, I get cold. I'm doing an OMAD tomorrow because it's my off day and I'm gonna have wings at the restaurant. It's an OMAD. I don't know if it's keto because the sauce on the wings might knock me out, but it's okay. Um, I'm probably deep in ketosis so I can handle it. So I'm gonna have their wings, which are so good, and a Caesar salad. I was gonna have fries, but again, I screwed up. If I was gonna have fries, I should have had it today. I should have had today. On your off days, you don't want to have carbs. I'm carb cycling right now, just so everyone knows. I do keto for most of the days, and I'll carb cycle just to give my muscles a little more because I am working out a lot. But carb cycling is I would only recommend people carb cycle if they are training like a crazy person, like me. But other than that, if you're just losing weight, don't worry about carb cycling. I wouldn't worry about it. You can have carbs here and there one day, but you just got to work it out for you. But it's so individual. Like I can help people more when it's individual. This is general things. But yeah, I hope I answered your question. Katie says, and how do you feel in ketosis? Thanks. I feel good. Ketosis just makes me feel good. You notice the shift. You gotta play it out for yourself. Um, I will tell you this, the fastest way to get into ketosis is through fasting. You don't have to do it through fasting. It will take longer with diet. I think it takes people up to a week or two. Fasting, you'll get there immediately. Um, depending on your experience with fasting. But how do I feel? I feel light. I feel good. I'm able to get in good rest if I'm doing it properly. It's when I do keto OMAD that things tend to get a little weird, which is why I don't do keto OMAD too much because I'm injured. I'm injured. That's why. It's a miracle that I lost weight this injured because every time I lose weight, my body like rebels, but it's not rebelling now. It did actually it did. It did. But it's calming down now with the breathing. The breathing seems to be helping out a lot as I breathe. That's sorry. So how do I feel? I just feel I don't know, I feel like it's easy to lose weight. It's not hard. I don't have any cravings on keto except the week before my cycle. I'm thirsty a lot. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. Then when I go eat carbs, it's a different feeling. Not that it's a bad feeling, but it's just different. These are good questions. Thank you. How long does it generally take for the cravings to go away? That is a good question. Hmm. It depends from person to person and if you've done keto before, but if you first started doing keto, I would say, okay, let me look back to when I first started doing keto. When did the cravings go away? Ooh, I want to say a month. When I first started at 262 pounds or 72 pounds, because I lost 10 pounds normally, and then I did keto at in the 270s. I would say a month. A month when if this is your first time doing keto. Now, if you've done keto in the past and you go back on it, a week, but a month if you've never done it before. I hope that helped, K-Day. I hope it helped. But anyway, thank you for joining me for my live stream today. I've got my little podcast mic. I appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you for telling me about the volume. Now I know how it works. I need headphones. Okay, and as I touch the volume. Wait, okay. Yeah, I need headphones. Wait, let me see something. And then it goes lower. No, it goes higher. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for today's live stream, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for a video that I filmed in this shirt. Um, it's just talking about the keys to weight loss. It's more on the mindset thing too. I touched based on it a bit, but in the live stream. But anyway, thank you for oh wow, 14 people I just saw. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. Help push my videos out to more people. Let's grow this community. Let's lose weight together. You know, if you fall, it's okay. We rise every time we fall. Gotta be kind to yourself. You gotta forgive yourself, and you gotta know that you can do it. Action creates belief. Push forward. Do those tiny steps. You know, when you don't feel like going to the gym, go to the gym. Then it will create belief. If you don't feel like eating with to your diet, try to stick to it. The next day, it will create the belief that you can do this. Anyway, bye. Please go live again soon. Okay, I will try my best. I have a lot going on, but I will try. I do love my